Hi everybody, it's Mike, part-time reselling in the Pittsburgh area, and of course, one thing when you resell that you have to do is find stuff to resell. So here's a video on a situation I came across that hopefully will turn out. It hasn't, I haven't really completed it yet, but I went to an estate sale last month. And while I'm looking through the garage, I overheard the guy say to another one, it's like, yeah, I need to sell the house. It was a relative's house. And anything that's going to be left, I'm just gonna have to throw it out. And I was like, oh wait a minute. Maybe I can go through this stuff. And I wanted to say something to him when I bought this stuff that I had picked up. But it felt weird and I'm a little bit shy, so I didn't do it. And then I got home and I was like, oh, I should have said something, but I didn't say anything. His ad was on Craigslist, so the next day I'm like, you know what, let me reach out to him anyway. What's the worst thing to say is no. So I reached out and said, you know, look, I do stuff on eBay. Maybe I can go through your house. Maybe we can make a deal. At the very least, maybe we'll find stuff that we can donate, because my girlfriend and I both don't like it when people just throw stuff out because they don't want it anymore. Maybe somebody else can use it. Maybe we'll find stuff, we can take it to a thrift store, you know, something or whatever. So he agreed to meet us, which was great. We went out the following week. So when I say the house was a mess, it was a mess. Here's a picture of the basement. And one of the problems is, here's some video too. I didn't take a lot of video. I kind of felt weird. This is somebody's house and felt weird taking a video of it. But one of the problems is it smelled bad. And so we had to be careful what we took. You know, I think with like a hard surface would be okay because you can just air it out and eventually it should be okay. But anything with like a soft surface, we're like, better not take this. It might not get the smell. It might not be able to get the smell out completely. Also, he was the guy that lived there was a musician, so he had a studio in the basement. So here's the studio. It's just stuff all over and stuff all over the floor. It was kind of gross, but you can see there's stuff there. And the hard part was, what should we take? Because your first instinct is like, I'm taking everything. But I didn't know what worked as far as electronics, and I didn't know how much the guy would want for the stuff. So I didn't want to take something that wasn't going to sell that I end up paying him for. And then it turns out it doesn't sell. So it was kind of hard to pick what exactly we should take. For the most part, I took some stuff that I'm pretty sure won't sell. But, you know, again, it was free, so it was hard to turn down. Like this, there's all these adapters here. They're not good adapters. You know, some adapters you can get a decent price at. There's not really any good ones in there, but I listed them anyway, and at the very least I can lower the price a bunch since I didn't have to pay anything for it. Here's our first carload of stuff we took, and again you can see how dirty some things are. So we're getting ready to leave, and you know, say to the guy, you know, well, you know, what were you thinking? How much for all this stuff? And he's like, just give me gas money. I'm like, I don't, $20? And he's like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And later my girlfriend is like, you got a lot of stuff. You should have offered him more. And I'm like, he could have countered. I don't know. He said gas money. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. So we got that stuff. We got it at home. It's been about a month. Everything is aired out nicely. I've listed a couple of things. Here are the two first things I listed. I don't think that DVD is going to sell at all. The remote, I actually got somebody yesterday who said, what's your best price? Well, it's listed for like around $20. And that's right about where they're going for. And I'm like, well, I'm not really taking any offers right now, so I'll let you know if I change my mind. So hopefully he's interested enough to be like, all right, I'll just buy it. But those are the first two things that I've listed. And we agreed to go back in a couple of days, and we got there. I think we said like 5:30, and we got there like 5:35, and he wasn't there. We waited till around 6, and then I texted him and said, and I thought we were meeting up today. And he's like, oh, I thought since we didn't contact each other during the week that we weren't going to meet up. And like it was a mess. But he's like, oh, I got a family emergency. I can't make it. The garage door is open. Just open it and go through the stuff, and just make sure you close the door when you're done. Again, felt kind of weird doing that. He had the power turned off, and weren't sure, well, maybe he wants the power turned off for a reason. So let's not turn the power on. So give me a chance to wear my little forehead flashlight, which really came in handy. We finally made it through the basement stuff and went upstairs and found some stuff. It's one thing I shouldn't have taken. This box of CD, DVD players and recorders for a PC. Apparently, the guy that lived there, he bought a lot of stuff off of Goodwill websites. You know, Goodwill has auctions, and he bought a lot of stuff from there. And he got here's the invoice for this. He got this box of CD, DVD players for a PC. There may be some money there, but I don't. How am I going to test them? That's why maybe I shouldn't have taken it. The only way I can figure out to test it is take the one out of my PC and try them out. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but one of the reasons I took it is my DVD player in my PC doesn't always work right. It won't play DVDs. So I'm thinking, well, worst comes to worst, I'll take the best one for myself. So after we were done, we got all the stuff out. On the way home, texted him, hey, thanks, I really appreciate it. Let me know when we can catch up and we'll talk about payment. And he never got back to me. And again, my girlfriend's like, you should really reach out to him. I'm like, well, he had a chance and he was just going to throw the stuff out anyway. He didn't have to meet us the second time, so we didn't have to drive there. So I didn't do anything, and I haven't contacted him, and he hasn't contacted me. So here's a couple of things. These Kenwood speakers and these Panasonic speakers for a surround sound system. Decided to list them individually, thinking, well, maybe somebody needs a rear left channel speaker because theirs went out, so they'll buy this one. They're only maybe $10, $11 each if they sell. So that's why I listed them for around that price. And again, I could always we'll look at this video of our living room of all this stuff while I ramble on. So yeah, the speakers, if they don't sell, again, because I got them for nothing, I could really lower the price to I don't know, $6 or something and get some money for it. Again, back to that, do I take it? Is it going to sell? Should I even bother? It was I don't know. It was a little difficult to go through this stuff. But you can see all this stuff. A lot of the electronics, it didn't have the remote, so I have to not only do I have to test everything, I got to figure out is it worth it to get the remote or not, because sometimes that can make a big difference if you have the remote. Depending on the cost of the remote, it might be worth it to get the remote to sell it. Anyway, I'm railing on. So anyway, here, look, I'm not going to go through everything that I got, but here's some pictures of some of the stuff I got. Sold comparables on eBay for a bunch of the stuff. This doesn't mean that's what I'm going to get, of course. It's just what I hope to get. They might not sell at all. And one reason I was like, well, he could have got back in contact with me about how much, but this is a lot of work. I got to clean everything out. I got to test everything. And then, like I said, determine if I need to buy the remote. I have to find boxes for everything. I got to pack it up and weigh it and take pictures and list it. So it's a lot of work. I don't know if maybe I'm just trying to justify not getting back in contact with them. But $20 for all this stuff. Like I said, I've sold one thing so far out of all this stuff that I got. But we'll keep at it, and just want to show you a bunch of the stuff. And obviously, if something sells, you'll see it on the future. What sold this week? So just look at these pictures. Just more stuff. I don't know. This video is a mess, like most of my videos. But I think that's about it. All right. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.